are right at the edge of things, right on the tip of obviously a world title shot and a shot of the undisputed. So this is not the place to be kind of cutting corners.
Bit of white collar. Suddenly it gets out of control. Suddenly he's at the O2. Suddenly he's headlining against Joseph Parker, and suddenly he could be the next one to fight Alexander Usyk. What has happened here?
Like, it's literally a dream. Literally, when you think about it, it's like it's a story that someone's made in the.
You know what? I think this newfound confidence in his power stems back from that Kronk style that Andy Lee brings to the gym. But we're about to bring in the one and only Ipswich's man, Fabio Wardley.
Wow. Fabio Wardley is here. How are you, Fabio?
I'm good, I'm good. How are we doing, gang? Everyone all right?
All good.
Very good. Your biggest fans here, by the way.
Come on.
You got in the ring, and he just goes, you can see the greatness.
That's home team, come on. Come on.
But this is quite the vibe, and I think that's one of the stories here, the team. Of course, you've got Rob. You've been with Rob since you started your career, Boxing Futures program. But you've got Ben and Lee.
Heavyweight world champion Lupe Soliai Laauli Alemali Etoa Joseph Parker.
Get some of these like my fights.
Well, here is the former world champion Joseph Parker. Fabio Wardley is with us here as we watch his workout. And Fabio, I mean, what has this build-up been like for you? Because I know he's a nice guy, he's a friendly guy, but there are a few kind of words out there. He's talked about how there's levels between you. He's talked about how he is going to smash you. Are you falling for the nice guy act?
Yeah, no, look, I don't think it's an act. I do think he's a nice guy. I don't think he's got a particularly, like, malicious bone in him to just be nasty or start kicking off for no reason. I think we're two men who just, look, we do the job in the ring. We don't need all the theatrics, the fun and games and stuff. And look, he's confident. I know he's talking about levels and things like that, and cool, that's no worries. If he thinks he's a level above me, then there's a reason I picked his name. There's a reason I went for him, because he is, look, of that stature. You put him number 2, 3 in the world, best heavyweight, cool, no worries. I picked him out. I think that's the bit maybe people are skipping over here. I asked for his name. Frank picked up the phone and called him and said, look, Fabio Wardley's been on the phone to me, he wants to have a go at you. And look, credit to him, he said yes, but I know he's talking about levels, but I'm here to prove that I'm exactly there.
Fabio, one thing I wanted to ask you is, everyone talks about your KO power. We all know you've got that. You've shown it time and time again. But are you eager to get in there and actually show everyone that you've got that boxing ability?
Yeah, look, it's a massive thing. I think it gets overshadowed, I guess, by my knockouts or by my punch power and things like that. And I guess in a sense it could work in my favour because people aren't paying as much attention to that. So those skills that I'm developing, that boxing IQ, that ring generalship, all of that I do have under my belt and I have built throughout my professional career. So I'm going to be taking that into the ring on the night. And look, if everyone's focused on my right hand, then that gives me a bunch of other punches to use on the night.
They'll be wary of more than the right hand, though. You know that, right, Fabio? He's got one of the best trainers in the world there in Andy Lee. You're not expecting that they're just looking at you as a guy with a big right hand, right?
No, again, one single shot, one right hand. I think that's what I'm banking on. Andy Lee, very switched on. I think they'd be silly and naive to just focus on one single shot, one right hand. I think that's what I'm banking on. Look, we're both, me and Joe, are right at the edge of things. Right on the tip of obviously a world title shot and a shot of the undisputed. So this is not the place to be kind of cutting corners or taking it easy or thinking, oh, you know what, you need to have a plan A, B, C going into this fight.
But you know, Alois, what happens when that right hand can land. You were there ringside for the big Justice Huni knockout.
It's night-night, baby.
Fabio, let me ask you this. I mean, before the Huni fight, I remember hearing, well, actually afterwards, Ben Davison said that he expected you to lose rounds in that fight. And it wasn't too much away from the plan, really, the way it went. Are you expecting to lose rounds against Joe Parker?
Yeah, look, there's going to be moments. I haven't got the same boxing background as him. I haven't got the same professional experience with him. There are going to be moments where I'm not on top in the fight. But one thing I did prove in my last fight is no matter the situation, no matter the circumstances, going my way, it's not going my way, I'm still level-headed, I'm still calm, and I can still stick to the plan and have faith in that I'm going to get the win one way or another.
That determination. Well, I think we're going to see you face off with Joseph Barker now. I think you're going to head over to the ring, so we'll get a little glimpse of Saturday. Behave yourself in there, Fabio.
No trouble. All right,
goodness
cool.
me, definitely not. Let's say bye to Fabio. Thank you so much, Fabio Wardley.
Thanks.
Joseph Barker awaits in the ring, and we get the first face-off of the week ahead of the WBO Interim Heavyweight Showdown Saturday night. Really the fight for the right, the winner of this, front of the queue for Alexander Usyk, and what a fight this is. One of the best you can make in the heavyweight division.
It's going to be fireworks, I'll tell you what, in that O2, it really is. And Frank said it, Frank said whoever wins this fight, they're going to get Usyk next. And guess what, Usyk confirmed it yesterday. He said he's going to be fighting the winner of this fight. So it's hard to imagine that neither of these men are going to have that in the back of their head. They're going to be thinking about what could be if they get that victory.
Most certainly. Joseph Barker on the lookout. It's funny, I look at Parker's teams, Fabio in the ring now, I look at Parker's team and I'm like, oh, I remember him from the Back for Good video. I remember him from the Shania Twain video. He's done all these music videos, these call-out videos, and all of his teams are with him today.
Main event Saturday from O2 Arena, London, live worldwide on DAZN, by now at DAZN.com. It's the big boys of boxing. 12 rounds scheduled for the WBO Interim Heavyweight Championship of the World. The challenger, Fabio Wardley, versus the defending champion, Joseph Barker.
I'm getting excited. This is it. First face-off of the week. Fabio Wardley, Joseph Barker, WBO Interim Heavyweight Championship on the line. A steely look in the eyes of Fabio Wardley. This is very much all or nothing.
We are only a few days away, guys. This is it. This is when it starts to get serious. These men are a few days away from a fight that will change the trajectory of their career. I think we can all agree Parker deserves that world title shot, and I think we can all agree Fabio has put himself in a position like no other heavyweight on the planet.
We get a little handshake at the end there. Alois, you were watching that. You're an energy.